Welcome back. So how hard is it for you to set a price on goods and services sold by your business? Well, there are some issues that business owners need to know about before setting that price. Greg Trengove from the ACCC tells us more.
Hello. Today we're being joined by Greg Trengove from the ACCC, who will be discussing pricing considerations. What does a business have to consider when pricing goods and services?
Look, the price you put on your products is what is the main mechanism for competition in the retail sector, and it's also the main attraction for consumers to your shop. So obviously consumers are trying to save $1 at the moment and looking for the best price. So what the law requires in those circumstances is that any representations you make about price are actually accurate and honest. Two-price advertising comes in various forms. It could be was $100 now $50, or $100 RRP struck out $50, or 50% savings. They're all representations that those products were previously sold for a higher price but have now been discounted. Now there's nothing wrong with that. It's a legitimate marketing technique for businesses. Where we have an issue as the regulator is that conduct may be misleading or deceptive or a false representation if the actual saving is not a genuine one. In other words, it's fabricated and it's simply used as a part of marketing spin.
Okay, so essentially two-price advertising is a legitimate way of marketing and a legitimate way of pricing. However, one has to be careful that the price, the higher price, was actually a legitimate price in the first place. Is that a fair comment?
Absolutely. There needs to be substance to the claims. In other words, it needs to be accurate and true. It can't just be marketing spin.
Of course. Now, component pricing, we've heard a little bit about this as of late. Could you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
What it essentially means is if you are selling a product and you're disaggregating the price, and a good example would be new car sales. So they will advertise a price of the product, but then you've got the added extras. You've got dealer delivery, and then you've got all your statutory charges. We're under a new regime where you need to display equally as prominently as any of those components the final walkaway price. Yeah.
So I have heard a bit about prominent single price. Exactly what does that mean?
Well, that means that if you're going to put a price in, you need to state the full walkaway price, which is an aggregation of all those components, equally as prominently as any of those other components.
And that may help businesses perhaps play on a more level playing field as well, with everything being disclosed up front and helping consumers compare apples with apples, and therefore helping the business hopefully gain more clients. Is their comment?
That's absolutely right. It's good for consumers, and it's also good for businesses that are competing fairly.
Now, if any small business owners out there want to find out more about what their obligations and rights are in terms of pricing their products and services, where can they get more information from?
Look, the ACCC has a wealth of publications and useful information on its website. It's very easy to get to, www.accc.gov.au.